This is one of my favorite Vietnamese dishes. I don't know how many times I ate it when I was over there, but it is a dill and turmeric fish, or a Hanoi style fish. So we're going to create a really delicious, flavorful marinade for the fish, and then we're gonna grill it and serve it with some other fresh greens. So as I said, mostly dill and turmeric, so that are gonna be the first things that go into our marinade. I've got some fresh turmeric here, but you could use ground if that's all you've got access to. So we're going to utilize all of our dill stalks here, because this is a part of the marinade. I'm gonna give them a little bit of a head start before we put them in our food processor. Now, if you did have a mortar and pestle big enough, I would encourage you to use it for this, because I really love the bruising and the softening of all of these flavors. But we're going to give it a pulverize in our food processor. So whatever you've got access to, you can make this work for you. I want to save all of these beautiful delicate fronds for dressing our dish in the end. Our dill and our turmeric, main flavors in this dish, along with some fresh ginger. We've got some coriander stems. If you've got the coriander roots, you can use those as well. We've got some Asian shallots or French shallots if that's all that you've got access to, but we sort of want a mild, sweet kind of oniony flavor. And then we have some garlic. All right, so to sweeten this, we've got some stevia. You would normally use sort of a palm sugar or another type of sugar often found in Southeast Asian cuisines. I don't want to add any sugar to mine, so I'm adding stevia. That's going to act as an abrasive as well as a sweetener. I want to blitz this as far as we can take it before we add our liquids to make sure we get a really fine texture. So I'm quite happy with where we've taken that paste to now, and the aroma that is being released by those ingredients makes me very happy. So I want to add some oil now. This is going to help bring it all together rather than adding oil to our pan at the end. And we're going to season with some fish sauce. So this is our salty and quite umami addition to this marinade, and all of this is going to loosen it and allow us to sort of coat our fish a little easier. So because we've put fish sauce in there, if you don't want fish sauce going everywhere, just cover up those two little holes as you blitz. So we've got our marinade in a nice flat dish there. We can put our fish in. So any firm white flesh fish will do really nicely with this. So use whatever is local, seasonal to you, budget friendly. You can use a finer flesh fish, but because we want to marinate this, using something that is a little bit robust and can sort of take on all of those flavors is definitely the way to go. So we do have to get our hands in there, make sure that all of that flesh is touching all of that marinade. You can certainly flip it over every half an hour or so in your fridge if you've got that much time. So we are going to pop that in the fridge, and we'll come back and I'll show you how to cook it and assemble the salad. Our fish has had plenty of time to marinate, so I'm going to pop it into our fry pan. We know that there's already some oil in there. We're using a non-stick, so we don't need to add any more. And that'll give us enough time to plate up our salad. So if you've got a bigger fry pan, you can put them all in at once. We're gonna have to do ours in batches. It's already started to take on some of the color of our marinade there. And it's becoming even slipperier to grip, so just be careful. It smells really gorgeous. So we can still see the edges of the fish enough so that we know that when the opacity has changed to about halfway up the fish, we'll give it a really quick flip, and we'll do the rest of our plating up for our salad. So we're going to have a bed of baby spinach. Now you could saute this if you wanted to, but there should be enough residual heat from the fish as we lay it on there to sort of just soften it slightly. So we've got a bunch of spring onions. I'm going to pop some on the bed and then sprinkle some over the top. We've got some Vietnamese mint and regular mint, some really nice fragrant aromatic fresh herbs, and then some coriander leaves. And we'll put about half of our dill, I'm just gonna tear it, half of our dill on the bed, and then we'll put some on top as well so that we know that this is very much a dill flavored dish. So we've got our beautiful nok cham dressing. The recipe for this will be on our website, as much or as little as you like. It complements our fish flavors beautifully. Alrighty, let's flip our fish. If we can get a good grip of it. Oh yeah, nice char on there, nice caramelization. As I said, you can absolutely do this on the barbecue outdoors if you would prefer. Won't take long on that side at all. And I might just slice up a couple of portions so that you could easily grab a portion of fish, a portion of salad, even though I know you'll be going back for more. By cutting our fish before we present it, you'll be able to see and expose the beautiful white flesh on the inside and the nice char and texture on the outside. We eat with our eyes first, so we may as well make it beautiful. So we've already got our fillet sort of portioned there already. So we've got our beautiful fish with some individual portions, so it's easy for our diners to enjoy. And I know you may not usually associate dill with Southeast Asian cuisine, but this is definitely one I would encourage you to try. It has become a firm favorite in my house, and something different for you to do with fish and salad. A little bit more of our dill over the top, sort of scattered a little bit. We've got some crushed nuts. Now you could serve this with some cucumber as well, or if you wanted to make it even more sort of filling, you could serve it on top of some rice vermicelli. And then we've got our last sprinkling of spring onions. And there you have our Hanoi style dill and turmeric fish.